If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference...
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Finds his man, it's Overton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to get it through the air. Floating away. Grab near the sticks. It's Hamilton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Lost to throw again. They're setting up the screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. There's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Overton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Van Buren. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those 1st downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's James. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Gets rid of it. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Catch in the middle, it's Connors. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The short hands, it's Connors. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Connors. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab, it's Connors. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown LSU!
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quick handoff. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Overton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. The offense will quickly use a timeout. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That's caught. It's Bennett. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man. It's Bennett. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Oh, they're after him! And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal.
Into the secondary on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looking downfield on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
All right, on offense, you're trying to catch him napping on third and long. You try to run the football, but good job by the defense not being fooled and giving themselves an opportunity now to get the ball back.
Yeah, and you got to do a better job not getting in third and long. Offense has to be better on first and second down, so you're not forced in these fourth down situations where now you're in limbo of what you want to do.
Dead center perfect, and that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. the guy you want to throw to is not open, just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Under fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback making adjustments. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on script.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this. Moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires to the end zone. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Barges ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. And the stomping has commenced. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Second down coming up.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Clemson 30, LSU 7.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Dances away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage, and he knocked it away.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by 7 over Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Back to throw, it's Van Buren. The short hands, it's Watkins. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Looking to fire. He turns that loose down the right side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But
and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
man, as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Does this offense want to keep throwing the football, honestly? Because you've now been sacked 3 times in a row. You're proving that you cannot block these guys. They have to have a complete shift, I think, in their approach to how they want to attack this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Turns it on in midfield. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one?
Turning it on. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Caught in the backfield, it's James. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Brings up fourth down.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Clemson.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been...
He hurls one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.